you've looked at the description for tonight, it is all about getting leads via social, right? And this actually, what we're going to talk about, can not only be applied on social, but pretty much anywhere you want to apply it to. So I want to really make sure we're going to talk about some of the fundamental ways and then also bring it back and take it hyper local. So if you're ready to jump in, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know everything is good. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pull up tonight because I do a lot better with notes. So we want to make sure, let's see, there it is. All right. So let me open this one up. Make sure I can see it. All right, so for tonight, here is what we're going to be talking about. Landing pages. And I don't want you to start running away screaming quite yet because you do not know the term or you're not quite comfortable with it, because I will guide you through it from A to Z. And that's exactly what a landing page does, to be honest with you. A landing page will guide a user through an experience from start to finish. Okay, so just like my goal here tonight is to make sure that I will guide you through all of it from A to Z. I want to make sure that you have the entire roadmap. It's really what it is. So a landing page has endless possibilities of what it could be, but we only need to know one. What's our goal, right? And the great thing about it, and I'll have some real life examples in there, is how to keep it super local. So really, really excited. Now, let me ask you, if you want to get your hands on the code that makes landing pages invincible, all you got to do is stay through the end of this presentation. And at the end, I will make sure we will cover exactly that. And I'll left you already a little hint. So if you've been on the site, if you've been in the group, you kind of seen what it is. Now, when you follow a link, where do you expect it to lead you? Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think the link should lead you to. Oh, and by the way, if you are catching it live right now, let me do a hashtag live. And if you are catching the replay later, no worries at all. Just hashtag replay. Many markets right now are super hot and super crazy, so totally understand that too. So if you want to catch the replay later, just do hashtag replay. So when we follow a link, where do you think we want it to lead us? So give me about 20 minutes and we'll show you how to enhance your customers' online experience with you and connect them also with you and your brand. All right. A lot of it is built on emotional connection, and I'm really excited to dive into that. So show of hands, and you might have seen this one earlier today, but show of hands. Who loves the concept of set it and forget it? I can tell you I'm raising my hand right here, right now, because I have about a million other things sometimes to do where if I can automate something, I will. It's just really kind of like my world when it comes to certain things. If I can make it of set it and forget it, it'll help me and it'll help my business, just because if it's not automated and it relies on me personally doing things, I will sometimes forget. I'm human, right? So, and I don't want that to happen with the backbones of my business. So set it and forget it is a big thing of what we're going to talk about tonight. So question, and this question is for you. What is the one thing a real estate agent is supposed to do? What is the one thing they were supposed to do every single day? It really is this way. Drop it in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts of what you think it is that we need to do every single day. Because if you guessed, lead generation, also known as prospecting, you are spot on. This is really one of the activities we need to do. And here's why. We have two things. A real estate agent needs to be able to either pay for leads, okay, just the way it is, or you need to know how to generate leads successfully. And I don't know about you, I hate paying for stuff. If it's not necessary initially, I just don't like doing it. Who in here is with me? Who in here feels the same way, that everybody is consistently asking you to pay for things and you're like, no, like, I'm not there yet, or I don't feel comfortable doing this yet. Like, I've been there, and this is why this entire group is oftentimes structured to just giving you the advice on how to do something successfully. Okay. So paying for leads was not an option for me when I got started because, well, got no budget for that, right? And then I had to figure out something else. How do I get leads? And this is kind of like where my entire journey started. And I'm not going to start, this story here, but if you don't know how to, generate leads, it's something that you need to learn. Unless, of course, you have the money and you can pay for it. So if you need to do lead generation every single day, right? Just covered that. And if you want to do it on autopilot, how can you do this? And this is what we're talking about tonight. How can you make it happen? And the answer is simple. It is a form of online lead generation. And I am not saying you need to go out and you need to do all of those, crazy things online and spend tons of money, but you need to know how to drive traffic to you. And by driving traffic to you, unless you're hiring somebody that stands on the corner of an intersection twirling a sign around, right? Because what is he doing? He's still directing traffic to something. So, and if you're not hiring that person dressing up in that hot dog suit, trying to say, hey, you need to buy a house, this is the lady that can help you, or this is the guy that can help you out, you need to find some sort of other form to get this traffic to you. And online lead generation is just a very, very cost affordable way to be in front of the right people. So far, so good. Let me know in the comments if we are good so far, because we're going to dive into part 2. Hey, Becky, thanks for hopping on. Because there is a myth out there for online lead generation, and I want you to kind of look at it from a different perspective. Okay, we're going to take out lead generation for a minute. It's just the thought about doing something. So let me ask you, who can solve a Rubik's Cube? Who in here is able to solve a Rubik's Cube? Drop it in the comments, let me know. I can tell you it is not me. I am not able to solve this thing. So what would somebody like me do if I'm not able to do it? Now let's watch this. Twist and 2 turns. Now that's it. Did you guys just see that? He literally just showed you, if you repeat this step over and over and over, you will solve the Rubik's Cube, right? 2, twist up, and then over and over. Now, if I ask you again, how many of you think that you can solve that Rubik's Cube now? I have a feeling a lot more people would say, I can. And what changed? All of a sudden, you were just able to watch something and implement it, something very simple. And now you can do it. So things are only complicated when we make them that in our head. All right? That's really what it comes down to. So let me ask you this. What's a landing page? And the definition is right here. It's an online marketing. In online marketing, a landing page, sometimes known as a lead capture page, static page, or a destination page, is a single web page that appears in response to clicking on a search engine, optimized search result, marketing promotion, marketing email, or an online advertisement. Sounds like a lot, but hey, I have a better way to show you that. How about an example? Now this one here is very, very commonly used as a landing page. All of us know what this one is. This one is your automated CMA request. What's my home worth, right? Get my free get my free report. This is a landing page, guys. What can I do there? What is the one thing I can do there? Is to click that button. There is no search for homes. There is no all about me. There is no get to know my brokerage. There is no let's talk about communities. There is no, here's, by the way, also what I'm doing. Here's a charity I'm supporting. There is none of this. There's only one thing. Get my free report now. They can see the who. There is a contact form, but the only thing that they can click is get my free report now. It is a landing page in the most simplest way that I'm pretty sure most of us have to some degree, okay? And let me tell you this one too. Your website most likely already got an amazing lead generation superpower built in. Fact. Not sure? Test me. Drop your website below and I will tell you if there is a form of lead generation already on your website. I'm honestly this confident that I can tell you just by looking at your website, and I'm going to go through it again later. So if you're catching the replay, still drop it in. I will still answer the same question. Pretty sure, though, that I can answer that with 100% certainty, saying, yes, there is. Okay? So far, so good too. Are we all okay on the same page? What's a landing page? One purpose? Because then we're going to dive into the next and also last segment of this one, because we need some real examples, right? Are you ready to learn how to generate consistent leads? We just talked about we need to be online. We just talked about here's how we're going to generate the leads, which is our landing page. And now let's put it together and we're going to talk about some things, because you can literally drive that traffic. If you don't have that twirling person in a hot dog suit on the corner saying, you need to go ahead and buy with Becky, right? You need to have some other form. And you can do that anywhere. You can go ahead and do it on Facebook. You can do it on Zillow. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it on Instagram. You can do it on YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, emails, postcard marketing, print marketing, right? Newspaper still does that, but any type of print marketing. You can also make sure that all those sources right there, all those platforms are pushing people on one thing, your landing page. That traffic needs to go to your landing page. And this is what I think a lot of people are just missing, is they are just sitting back and they're thinking people are going to come and find them. Hey, I got a Facebook page. People are going to find me online. I got an open house sign up. People are going to see my name. They're going to come and look for me online. Online is a very, very big space, guys. And for us to stand out there, we really, really need to focus our efforts. So next one is, if people are following a link based on the assumption they find what they are looking for, wouldn't it make sense to give them what they're looking for? If you're saying that Mr. Seller used your A+ staging guide to get, thousands of dollars more for his house, wouldn't it make sense to then just say, if you need the same guide, you need to go here? And then wouldn't it make sense to give them that when they follow the link, as opposed to just, hi, please fill out, contact me later form so I can get back to you? No, give them what they want, right? We want to give them what they came for. So I want to give you some examples of what you should not do. And I tried my best to kind of make sure that people are not offended. I kind of blanked out anything. I was just, looking through some things. So if your example is on there and I blended that out, don't take offense to it. I'm just, I don't think I have anybody here. I tried to be nice and not pick people out. So, but here's one. Under contract in 4 days. We received multiple offers on this 3-bedroom ranch with a magazine-worthy backyard. It was hard to choose which offer to go with, but this miracle home is now under contract. Now, that was a really, really recent one. And the reason it's in here is that's great. Why does it matter to me? I don't know. Me as a consumer reading this, I do not know how this applies to me. How about people lost out? We still have active buyers that are literally just lost out on a home. So if you have a ranch, you need to go here and find out what it's worth. That would be something. The other one I see very many times is that wonderful brokerage flyer that was supplied, screenshotted, and then uploaded. Again, that it's a beautiful marketing flyer, but it has no place on our social media the way it's looking. This is marketing promotions, and it is not anything that is really helping us on a social media platform. It is just putting it out there. It's already out there. Was it helpful for the person seeing it? We're going to keep going. Another successful closing and more happy sellers. Who's next? I mean, that call to action, who's next, is not the strongest that's there, right? And then who does it promote? It promotes the brokerage, right? It has the brokerage stickers on there. This is not helping the agent. It's promoting the brokerage. What a beautiful home in Long Grove. Please share with your friends and call me for a viewing. Again, it is going back to a generic website, but then it's also like the call to action, share with your friends and call me for a viewing is not a very strong call to action these days. How many people of you just love to pick up the phone and call random people? Crickets? Nobody? Well, I don't. I mean, come on, this needs to be a little bit better of a call to action. Would I have clicked on it and be like curious of what it's priced at? Click here? I probably would have clicked that one just because it looks like a pretty house. Wonder how much houses are in Long Grove. So think about, what else can you put there? There's another one. Congrats to the newlyweds and new homeowners. I will miss you as tenants, but I'm glad you finally bought your own home. That's also great, right? But then again, what's next, right? That was just a story. Where is my call to action? What do I offer them? So not just, saying it's all wrong, but I'm going to also tell you what that one little thing is to make it right. A small thing can make a huge difference, and we call it the CTA, or also call to action. I did black this one out. So this one, enjoy Hoffman Estates living under 300, attending from high school. Get my home staging guide freebie here. Okay, so this one is a clear one right there. You need to go here and figure out what they've done to get it to this point. Very clear and straightforward. Let me get you some more examples. Original owners got everything they were hoping for, right? Learn how your home value has changed over the last few months below. So there's some, call there saying, hey, now this one just changed. How about this one? Final walkthrough completed. Another happy buyer for our team. Are you looking to move? Check out the newest condos and townhomes that just hit the market. Click here. It's right there. And another one, last one, coming soon and not listed yet. Stay tuned for this property. It's a 5-bedroom, 3 full baths, best yard. Projected showings for buyers and brokers are going to be June 1st. Want to get notified when we're about to go live and receive a reminder? Click here, right? Because all of those were just giving them call to actions, things that they need to do. So this one is really important to put in all of our posts. Yes, it's great we just listed, but what does it mean to me? It's great you went under contract. What does it mean to me? It's great you just sold a house. What does it mean to me? How can it be meaningful to where I'm at? So, and there's 2 options to do that. Now, once you have all of this in place, you can either do it, option 1, post it manually, and you're going to start gaining tractions. Might be slower, but you will gain traction. Post it into some of the local groups. See if you can have like a Marketing Monday in your neighborhood. Promote it there. You can get traction there. If you want to just boost it with like, $2-3 and get a little bit of exposure there, $2-3 are not going to hurt you, right? Just stop using the Starbucks on a daily basis, and all of a sudden you have $2-3 to spend in a week. And I'm not saying you need to put it daily in there. I'm saying see if you want to do something with it a little bit. Option 2 is obviously pay to play. You can advertise it on a little bit of a larger scale, which will also give you fast attraction. And it doesn't matter where you are at. You can use either option 1 and option 2. It doesn't make a difference. But what makes a difference is really how you're driving traffic and where you're driving it. Okay? So there's a little bit more to the story, and I'm probably going to get into that right next. But if you just took what I told you so far tonight and did that, do you think that you got something amazing out of this? Like, let me know. Because if this makes sense, I hope the next thing is going to make more sense to you as well. And I know a lot of you guys already took me up on my offer of being inside. But I wanted to go over that next. So real quick, my name is Janine Sasso. I do actively sell real estate. I'm also leading a team. I run a 6-figure real estate business. I'm a hyperlocal marketing machine. I'm the founder of the Hyperlocal Real Estate Agent. Welcome to the group. I built my business with 0 sphere, and I'm a mom of 2 little kids, so I know that time constraints are no joke. And as of right now, I'm currently e-learning. So bear with me on things, right? Now, here's what I can tell you, that all of this I just told you about is going to change it. It's going to change it for the better. But I can tell you we can also take it to the next level. And this is exactly what I want to do next. You've been probably hearing about my Pixel course for real estate agents, and it is a self-guided course to help you build your pipeline for years to come. Okay, so it is not just talking about how to build your email list fast with rentals. It's also talking about how to target new construction, pool homes, ranches, and a ton more. And guys, I just finished the playbook, the advertisement playbook. There's currently 20 ads in there that people inside the Pixel course are going to get access to. So this one alone is like massively exciting. But what it does is all the traffic that we're now driving from any platform, and it might be manual, okay? It might be that you're doing it manual, and that's fine. Or it might be that you are putting a little bit of money behind it to run a couple ads, and then you're running it, the traffic to your website or to a landing page. But what it does is it tracks your success, okay? It tracks the people that are coming in. It makes sure you have a form to follow up. So what do I mean by this? This is really the back end of what we're going to be talking about inside the Pixel one. We have a post. We're going to tell them, hey, this is where you got to go, right? Your home value just changed because your neighbor did sold his home for double the price of what he bought it for. What? Crazy. You need to go check out your home value now. They'll go there. And then what happens next is the most crucial part when it comes to building a solid foundation. You need to know they were there. You need to know that you had traffic. And I feel like this is the part that a lot of people are forgetting about. They're like, oh, just run a couple ads. And it's like, oh, ads are great. Okay. But then what you need is really a way for you to go back and say, I know you have an interest because I know you've been on my website. And that's when we're going to do a lot of remarketing. Okay, we're going to bring them full circle. Everybody's complaining online leads are no good. It's because, well, if you're just saying, hey, here is something I want to share with you right now. I was listening to an amazing person, and what she said really blew my mind. We used to need to be in front of people 5 to 6 times before we made a sale. Right now, in today's day and age, it needs to be 17 times, guys. 17 times do they need to see and hear you before they're even likely to work with you. And how are you going to do it if you just put them in front of you once? They're just going to keep going around from agent to agent to agent until they somewhat have a relationship. And then they're going to start seeing houses, and they're going to go out, and they're going to go out, and they're going to go out, and they're going to go out until they've been out 17 times, right? And then they're going to purchase. Now, why can't we just do a lot of that already? Warming them up, getting them where they need to be, because this is just really basics of sale. So inside the Pixel course, we're going to talk about a business manager. We're going to talk about also a Google Analytics course. We're going to talk about creating a pixel, installing a pixel so you know it's working at all times, because there's nothing worse than putting something in place and not knowing if it's working. Right now, I can tell you I am on, I use Canva for all my presentations. I can tell you that there's currently 10 tracking codes installed on Canva tracking my action on their website. How do I know that? I'll tell you inside the Pixel course. I'm going to suggest some workarounds if your website does not allow tracking. I know many of us do not own our websites. I was one of those people, and I've been asking my brokerage, how do I do it? What do I do? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. You can't have access to this. And I'm like, well, it's my website. I want access to it. And I found some workarounds to make it work. So if your website is not accessible, just mine wasn't, now it is. So if you're a Coldwell Banker agent with Coldwell Banker Realty, I probably can help you out there. But it is something that we can also fix now. So we're going to show you how to create a custom audience for your pixel. We're going to show you how to get your own domain. We're going to show you how to drive massive traffic to your website. And then we're also going to be, and that's the biggest part, learn actionable ideas for different niches to implement, okay, immediately. Not talking about, oh, I have to set up all of that. No. If you end up getting into the course, if you want to just skip ahead and find all about the niches and learn about that, and then just try it out, you can do this. And I guarantee you, you're going to have people just flooding in. You won't probably know people are flooding into your website unless you have an analytical tool in the back end of your website already. But you'll see that things are increasing, okay? So what I want to introduce you to is the Pixel course. It'll launch actually late tonight. It is all set and ready to go. And if you've been in the group for a while, or if you are looking at your email, you probably saw it is currently on early bird special. I have about 3 hours left of it. So make sure, if you are somewhat interested, check it out, because the course will end up selling at $97 currently. That's the price I have in mind, because my goal is to really make sure it is affordable, yet it also makes, gives me enough resources to pool to make sure you have the support you need. So, however, right now I told you I will have it up for early bird special, and it will be priced at $47. That pricing will be going away tonight. Okay, so I don't want anybody getting mad at me saying, oh my gosh, it's not there anymore. No, it will not be there anymore. This is your, I think, second to last warning. If you're on my email, you might get one more email later tonight. But this is it. So if you are still on the fence and you have questions, please ask them tonight, because I will pull down that early bird pricing. And the goal is to take our website from boring and old school into a lead generation machine. So I've shared a couple of the statistics with you guys in the group of the traction that I'm seeing that there is currently. And it is not just, all theory. It's out there. I'm putting my own analytics out there for you guys so you can see what is happening on the back end, because I want the same for you. I want you guys to start implementing that, because one of the biggest things, and I kept on thinking of how can I explain it the best? And one of the biggest things is really that I've been at the point of I needed to learn how to do things on my own. I wasn't willing to pay Zillow $600 a month, right? I wasn't willing to purchase relocation leads and have them take 45% of my commission. I wasn't willing to be paying, 30% referral fees every time I was doing business, on top of my brokerage fees. I just was not willing to give up more of my paycheck than I needed. And this really became that driving force behind me. And that is really why, yes, I can probably blow this up and put it into, something that is done for you and it's going to be thousands of dollars, but that's not my personal goal. My personal goal is really to help the people that were right where I was at, to just help them put some things in place and help them grow. When I started this group, this was the mission. This will always be the mission, is to help other agents succeed inside the business. That might be because it's it's paying another bill for you. It might be because it's paying off another car. It might be because you're finally being able to do the things that you said you're going to do with your lifestyle, with your commission check, to make it work. This is my why, guys. This is why I do the things I do inside of it. And I really want you to look at it and see if this is something that can help me. Maybe it's worth it. Okay. And if it's not at this point, that's absolutely fine. I totally get that too. But the options are always here. And I want you guys to at least know that much, right? So this is what the Pixel course is going to launch for tonight. Is the early bird for 47. You can get the information at www.bit.ly/pixel course. And with that, we are going to go ahead. I saw I have a couple ones for the website, so I'm going to go take a look at that. And then if you have any other questions, send me a message, email me, whatever it is you need to do to get a hold of me. I'll be definitely on my emails for the next couple hours, just putting some final touches on there. And then thank you guys so much for being amazing members of the Hyperlocal Real Estate Agent. And please remember to just keep bringing your friends in, sharing everything there's to share. There's enough business for all of us to go about. And with that, I'm going to go through the comments, and I'll see you guys later. And hopefully many of you guys, well, I know I will see a couple of you guys inside the Pixel course. So until then, good night, guys.